The thing is, I have nothing negative to say about Shamar. I wish he learned the business. Exactly. Not famous. A lot of people like Shamar for all the wrong reasons. They laugh at Shamar. It don't be like, oh, he really this person. He's this talented person. It's none of that. Shamar is around because people laugh at him. They don't really take Shamar serious. And that's that. Now, do I have a problem with Shamar? No. Did I ever take advantage of Shamar? No. Even Shamar did not write a lick of lyrics on on my
Oh, I
songs.
know. I
He didn't
know.
write anything. Do y'all not know I sat there and coached him how to talk, how to speak? No, Shamar, you're not going to say this. You're going to say this. You're going to say it this way. All of the above. And this is the thing. I never felt, and the reason why, and this me being honest, I would have never put him on the track if my children was like, "Oh, mom, put him on there," because it's a key to them. They laugh, they like him. You know, the kids
Right,
like him. You know
right,
what I'm saying? So
right,
the kids like him. People that really is grown and really have conversations and really know this business, nobody takes him on serious. That's the thing. I never laughed at him. I never was trying to be on no with him. Sweetie, turn on my light and get out my room. You know the definition of uh yeah, you outside and guess what? You know why your phone is off. I turned it off for a reason.
right. To my
Oh,
baby mother.
so it's like I don't have a beef with him. I'm not mad at him. I'm not none of the above. I know the real. Even when it came down to his teeth, I know I was the one that initiated and went out and said, "Get this, do the teeth." You know, I remember when they called him. My cousin at the time was helping him. Not even my real cousin, she my play cousin. She was helping him. The day that I knew when he flew out to LA, I know when he got. I know how much he got paid. I know all of the above. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't get on the internet try to make it seem like I'm taking his moment. People just wanted something to say. They wanted
Right,
something. Why would I want to take somebody's moment? And I asked and I advocated, hey, get his teeth done. I knew what it would do. I knew he really wanted his teeth done. I felt like he needed his teeth done. He know just like I know that I was the one that initiated it, right? At the time, me and Lemmy wasn't seeing eye to eye. So I know why. I know why he got on there and did all that. You get what I'm saying? Because that's just who Lemmy is. Like I have always said, and I've been vocal about it. Lemmy just Lemmy, and you got to put Lemmy in his place, and he don't like to be put in his place when it come down to it. They're gonna speak their mind just like he speak his mind. You know, could I stay mad at Lemmy forever? No, and that just always been me and Lemmy. Like this not the first time I cussed him out. This won't be the last time I cuss him out. I will cuss anybody out. Girl, that's the thing. I felt like, oh baby, go in the house because it's too loud out there.
to my AC meter.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's real loud.
Yeah, my AC
You know,
today.
I always wanted the best for Shamar, even when it came down, even with my cousin, my play cousin, her name Wiggy. You know, she the one helped him with his contract. Albo used to do a lot of helping him. Where's what? Her toy should be out there.
That's my AC thing. That's not
Oh,
my.
girl,
It's
please
not
turn
one
all
of
this to
y'all.
really get the girl. It was doing a lot for me. You know, I feel like I'm talking over it, but yeah, but me having to physically get on this in there, go back and forth with Shamar, I might that's out one good time. That's it. Leave it where it's at. You know, and that's just me. I always been that way. I was anybody. I would argue with a dog. But me just wanting the best for Shamar, I felt like, you know, I even asked One Stop Distribution. I was like, hey, give him a distribution deal. You know, he said I don't want to work with him unless you involve outball because I work with real artists. Everybody know what this is. Like if you in the music business, they know he's a key. It's a viral little situation. It ain't nothing to take serious. It's a key.
He
You know what I'm
already
saying?
know.
It's just me being real. It's a key. And the reason why I put him on the song, you know, because so long story short, you know, where I am with that situation, he don't know the business. You know, I even tried to get him to come on this TV show on BET. I had asked my homegirl, I said, you know what? I'm finna get her to get him to do it, me and him do the show together. And he was like, even though it's paid, but it's not as much pay. And I was like, okay, come on, you know, that's what you want to do. It would have been good publicity for him. Said I might have said, oh no, wait a minute. No, I thought about it so quick. I said no. And she was like, you sure? You sure now y'all need it? I said no. I turned it down.
For
I
real.
turned it down. I said no. You know
I
why?
had that problem
Because
too.
they get in his head, oh yeah, because you need no, baby. It'll never be Akbar B need a no. No. No, not at all. And they wanted him to come. I said no. That's how powerful my word is. I say no is no. You know, and that's what it was. You know, I just tried to help him. I was gonna even write him a little whole EP. You know, let one
Well, you
person on
can
the internet.
write.
He let
You
people on the
sure can
internet
write.
get to him. He let people. on the internet because he don't know any better. If y'all ever heard how he talk and stuff like that, everybody know if you really smart, you know that boy ain't got it all. You see what I'm saying? And it's not to down him or nothing like that. It just, I wanted him, even when I wrote the record for him, I wanted people to see he can transform into an artist with the right the behind
But that blessing ain't for everybody
him.
though.
It ain't.
Nobody
And
don't
God didn't tell me to do that.
understand why Shamar keep doing people the way he doing
And
them.
God
That's God's
didn't tell me to
plan.
do it.
Back with another one. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. Also, make sure to leave a comment down below of your thoughts of what Akbar said in this video. Now, yesterday I bumped into her going live and she was speaking on Shamar. Now, I agree with some of what she said, but I think that her delivery, Akbar's delivery, is not what she said, is how she said it was a little bit to the left. She could have, said it in a manner where it didn't come off so offensive, if Shamar sees it, because there are a lot of things that Shamar has no control over, that happened to him at birth. However, a lot of people probably will agree that working with Shamar at times can be difficult. A lot of this fighting that's going on between Alvo versus Shamar, it's real ratchet, low budget, and it's not going to get neither one of them anywhere. It's going to have people pushing away, like the people who can pay out the big dollars and really get them out there, push their career out there. They're not going to be able to get those kind of audiences or that kind of a bag because of how they're moving and their behaviors, the language that they're using, and how they carry themselves up here on social media. And Akbar is right about that. And that also goes for Alvo, because she seems to look at Alvo as someone that was, and I do agree, at one point in time was helping Shamar. Then he got real tainted with it, and he started really being there for the reasons that he was there for, and that was to get to the bag and the clout. Now, Shamar, I do say that sometimes he blocks his blessings. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying what Akbar said completely was right. Her delivery really wasn't, delivering. I don't really agree how she delivered the message on her thoughts, but like I said, that doesn't make her right, that doesn't make her wrong. So it's her opinion, and I cannot have her change that or dictate how she should have said it. However, somebody like Akbar, I really felt like, she should have gotten her roses for the fact that she did present the information, because I do believe that she was the one that initiated for Shamar to get his teeth done. And Shamar at the time was mad at Akbar, so he really didn't go to bat and, tell the public when Akbar was saying, Shamar, wasn't I the one that brought up about getting your teeth done? You could tell he knew that she did it, but he didn't want to say it to confirm it, so she could get her credibility. And I think that Akbar is mad about that, and I don't blame her for that. And I think that there could have been a lot of other opportunities that a lot of these social media influencers are doing right now that Shamar could have also, been able to reap the benefits from, like, doing a boxing match, Alvo versus Shamar. You feel what I'm saying? And he could have, did that, and that would have blew him up faster than all this low budget stuff that Alvo and Shamar are doing to each other, behind the scenes.
It. God didn't
That's
tell me to do it. And that's the thing. That's why, he told me, God spoke to me and told me, he said, you got to go to me and start asking me before you go start doing stuff. So it backfired on me. God, I know what God do stuff to me. I'm not lost. You see, I know who God is. I go in my closet. That's my safe haven. That closet. Lay on my face and pray. Sometimes God don't be want me to do stuff. I just be doing stuff on my own. And God ain't tell me to do it. Then I be looking up like, God, you do that. And God say, I ain't tell you to do it anyway. So what you over there, doing all that for? Leave it alone. So that's why I left it alone. Do I got a problem with him? No. Do I feel away with him? No. It's just left alone. They say he's been posting my song, posting it and promoting it.
oh
I
yeah,
don't
he
care.
has.
I don't care what he do with it. It's my song. Thank you for your service. That's my song, my lyrics.
He just
I
jumped
wrote
on
it.
this. He just jumped on this homeless lady who did not clearly wanted to fight, and his old manager went to go find the lady or whatever. I guess she finna try to sue him, but he beat this lady up, like jumped on her on video. How stupid could you be? Letting people record you. I'm trying to be funny.
Now I be wrong. Why I made some Atlanta beat his ass for jumping on that lady.
I'm telling you,
You
it's
see
all
that you
over
don't
social
do
media.
that.
They
What a
said
video at?
it's on. I'm gonna send you the blog that it's on. But the lady said that she got kids that love her. She said, I may be homeless. This is something I want to do. This is somewhere I want to be at. But I got kids that love me and nieces and nephews.
He don't do no shit like that now for real. Send me the footage.
I will. You know where it's at? Tasha K. Tasha K posted it because she interviewed Shamar old manager, and the old manager went and got the lady, and she got the lady a lawyer and everything, and she told that lady your homeless days finna be over.
He don't got no money. Where they trying to sue him?
That
Jamal don't got no money.
Tasha K is messy.
Tasha K has a job to do just like everybody else. Y'all got
Mm-mm.
to stop calling people messy when they got jobs to do. People, that's her
Look,
job.
she got
That's her
them
job.
followers. She got that bread from that now.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all got to stop because here's the thing, right? That's just like when y'all be talking about the baddies and stuff. These people got a job they got paid to do. Why y'all keep saying this that?
That's true.
People don't realize when people get jobs, you get paid to do certain things. So it's like, y'all gotta stop saying that. But yeah, girl, it ain't give it that. And I'm not gonna base my life around him. I love you though, boo. Thank you for
Love you
coming on
too.
here.
Thank you for
Make
adding
sure you
me,
tune in.
Akbar.
You welcome to say,
I
boo.
wish you a successful labor and delivery bag.